In this video, I want to talk about something called the focus multiplier. Now, I didn't come up with this concept. I first heard about it from Charlie Morgan when he speaks about it related to business. But we're going to shift it today and we're going to relate it to our training and our mindset around our training. So you can see here on the whiteboard behind me, I've got the focus multiplier. We can see here this first graph is called time spent training. The second one is called focus time. And this third one is the unit of progress. So for the example today, we're going to have three people. We're going to have person number one, person number two, and person number three. Now these three people, they all spend the exact same amount of time training. They all spend 10 hours training each week, just for our example. Now, out of that time that they've spent training, the first person only spends 4 hours in focus time. So this means that they're rocking up to the gym. They're not taking their training very seriously. They're spending a lot of time talking to their friends. Don't get me wrong, during training, it should still be fun, but your focus should still be there. You should definitely still be talking shit with all of your mates in the gym, because if the gym's a good, positive place, you're gonna wanna be there more often. So this second person, we can see that they train for 10 hours and their focus time is 5 hours. So they're at a 50% focus time. And what we'll see down the bottom here is person number three, they spend 10 hours in the gym, and out of that 10 hours, they're focused for 10 hours. So you can see here, time spent in training, all spent 10 hours, focus time changes. Person number one focused for 4 hours, person number two focused for 5 hours, person number three focused for 10 hours. And what we can do is we can look at a unit of progress. So we take the time spent in the gym and we times that by time spent focusing on something. And what we see when we do this, so we go 10 times 4, that gives us 40, 10 times 5, that gives us 50. We go 10 times 10, that's 100. So now what we can see is that although everyone is spending the exact same amount of time in the gym each week, so they're all spending 10 hours in the gym each week, you can see how dependent on the focus time completely changes their unit of progress. So you can see here, person number one makes 40 units of progress, person two makes 50, and person three makes 100. But the concept that I think you should really understand about this is if we halve the time of person number three and we give them 5 hours in the gym, but they still have the exact same focus output of 5 hours, this number halves, right, goes to 50. But look at this, they are still getting the exact same amount of unit of progress as person number two, although they're spending half the time in the gym. So it doesn't necessarily matter how long you're spending in the gym, it matters how much of that time is focus time. Now let's look at this over the period of 4 weeks. So we take this, we times it by 4, this becomes 40, this becomes 40. So now they've both spent 40 hours in the gym over the 4-week period. We times this one by 4, and that gives us a 20-hour focus period, and this one gives us a 40-hour focus period. Now we use the exact same multiplication equation, so we times 40 by 20, which gives us 800 units of progress per 4 weeks. And the next one, we go 40 times 40, which is 1,600 units of progress per month. So you can see, looking at this from month to month, this person has got an extra 800 units of progress just because they've been focusing a little bit more. So the key thing that I want you to take away from this is it doesn't matter how long you've been training in the gym, it matters how much time you've spent focusing on something. Another thing I want to talk about is what I call exponential returns. And this is where you direct all of your resources towards one critical goal. Let's say in your last fight, your footwork let you down. So then when you come back to training after your next fight, your number one focus should be on developing better footwork patterns. But what I see most people do is they come into training and they keep focusing on way too many things. Let's say you're focusing on 10 different things and you're putting 1 unit of focus to each one. So we'll draw 2 separate people. So this will be person one and this will be person two, okay? So person one has 10 units of focus. So you can see here that 10 units of focus has been spread around 10 different things, and they've only made 1 unit of progress moving forward. But let's have a look what happens with person number two. So let's draw person number two just here. And let's say they use the exact same 10 units of focus, but they put all of that focus on developing better footwork patterns. Watch what happens here. So we can see here, they've spent the exact same 10 units of focus, just focusing on their footwork drills, and look at the 10 units of progress that they've made compared to the 1 unit of progress moving forward. So if you need to develop something like your footwork or your hand speed or your fight IQ. You should focus entirely on that and dial in on that so you can start making 10 units of progress on that, opposed to making 10 units of progress throughout 10 different things. So we can think about this like a flamethrower and a blowtorch. The flamethrower is going to throw heat across 10 different things, whereas the blowtorch is going to penetrate and focus on the one thing, cutting through it and making sure that you can move through it. If you got some value from this video, you would love checking out our Fighters Performance Program. I've got it linked below so you can hit the link, check it out. In there, you'll find nutrition programming, you'll find strength and conditioning, mindset things, so much more, everything that a fighter needs. So hit that link and check it out now, and I'll see you in there.